All right, this is a Tools for Text mini segment, actually. We're going to look at cycle analysis, and I'm going to build into short-term analysis of Ethereum and look at the correlation to Bitcoin. So many people out there are crypto lovers. I have spoken much about my opinions about the cryptocurrency market and Bitcoin specifically. I'm not going to repeat that now. Most of you know what I believe. What I want to do now is look at it really agnostically, sharing the style of analysis we do a little teaching around it, and then you will get a sense for the style of analysis that we bring all of the time. So this is Ethereum you're looking at. This is the futures /ETH, called Ether futures. On the bottom is the slim ribbon PO. This is a signal indicator for the slim ribbon, which is on the chart up here. The slim ribbon, if you don't have this, is an indicator that's free. You can get this by downloading it from our site for the Thinkorswim platform. It's also available on other charting platforms, Wealth 365, where you can put this on, and also TradingView. So those are, we'll be adding it to other platforms moving forward. So this is the slim ribbon. It gives you little signals in here. When it's you get the upside green arrow, the ribbon has turned positive, and the slim ribbon PO turns green. When it crosses over and is not set up positively or negative, it turns blue. You get this blue PO, and when it turns negative, it turns red. You get the signals right over here when you're going to get upside resumptions, just as you got green right there, and it moved to the upside, and all of these negative resumptions right over here as it continued to move to the downside. This is some of the best momentum indicators you'll ever see. Wanted to give you that idea. Also on this chart is the 89-day moving average. So you have a 8, 13, and a 21 exponential moving average and an 89-day. This pattern in here, as you can see, it shows that basically it was going up and going down. I mean, and you can see the momentum conditions, but there is a lot more information that you could see doing cycle analysis. Cycle analysis looks at the rhythms in the market. It essentially looks at the money flows, and it's considered to be the heartbeat of the market. Now, our analysis we go through steps in order to figure out what that analysis is. So I'm going to switch over and look at what I will consider to be the first step. So we use these cycle brackets to show us where the average cycle length is. So important bottom here, important bottom here. So you can see this cycle right in here, and then the next cycle begins to get clear when you see that. The next cycle right over here, and then the next bottom right there. So bottom, 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 and bottom, and a bottom. And you can see the rhythm here in Ethereum. Now, what happens is that when you get a cycle that's positive, then you'd expect the next cycle to be positive, and the next cycle to be positive. Whoops, that wasn't. This failed over here and gave us information about it declining, turned negative in momentum, and then fell right to the expected timing for the bottom in here. So I wanted you to get an idea about that. You can learn about ASLIM cycle analysis by going to our workshop page, where we have an informational video on there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next slide, which shows you adding in what the actual cycles are. And you can see in here that there are actually more than one cycle. What I've illustrated is this dominant cycle right in here, and how that showed up in reality. So we're looking at the ideal, which is the cycle bracket, and the actual, which is this upside cycle line. Actually, there's a big dominant cycle and a minor third in here, like music, minor thirds. And you can see the 3 cycles right in there, and one right over here, and then some important information right there. So these the information I'm going to show you looking at the next slide, but you can get a good idea about the rhythm in here and how we analyze that. And I'm going to show you what the cycle shapes mean and how we get more information about that looking at the next fully analyzed slide right here. This chart essentially shows you, again, the cycle analysis, but I've put in these yellow areas, and where these are essentially periods of risk. When you get a downside phase right in here, that's when the biggest completion of the cycle comes on the downside, with one due out over here in the March time frame. Now, the important thing is cycle shapes. And you can see a bullish shape here, a higher bottom, and a bullish shape in here, a higher bottom, higher peak. And the momentum as it was positive, and then the momentum as it neutralized and went into corrections. Now, this is really important, and I'm going to blow this up so you could see these last couple of cycles right here. And what happened was that this failed. In other words, it tried to get up to this high, but then failed and took out where the cycle bottomed. And what that means is that this peaked way on the left side over here, which left all this time to fall for the 1, 2, and 3 minor cycles that are in here. When you get to the minor cycle and the dominant cycle all moving down together, you get the biggest downside moves. When they're moving up together, you get the biggest upside moves. So what's happened right in here? Well, you got the rally as expected, but it failed in these resistance cell zones. The reason they are cell zones was because this was a negative cycle, and the probability is high it's going to fail in here. Now it's gotten below that minor low at 29.13, and it warns us that this is going on, that it's likely moving to the downside. So what that says to us is that we need to target where the highest probability lows are. I'll just grab this so you can see right in here. And the highest probability lows are down at these at that last low right over there, which is right around the 2200 level, and then these extensions right over here, which are at just under 2000, right near that support area around 1650, and then down over here way at 1200. So I don't really think it's going down to 1200 in here, but this area right under here, under 2200, really looks like a very strong possibility based on the analysis as it shows in here right now. So there you can see the little cycle breakdown in here. And if you look at momentum, well, the momentum was giving us negative signals as it was moving down, as that slim ribbon PO gives us those signals. The slim ribbon PO is only available for level 4 members, and I'm going to show you how to get that in a special deal coming up for level 4. And now you're neutral on the momentum right over here as the slim ribbon kind of just lays on itself. Once this turns red, you're really going to have an idea of how negative this is. And this formation right in here with the completed minor cycle, the rally, and the breakdown right here is a big warning. A breakdown is a negative warning under 2913. It's now 2808, that it's in this type of a downward stair-step pattern, and Ethereum to us looks like it's got a lot of trouble. I would look for 2200 sometime out over here in mid-March to early April is the way this lines up. If it comes down but does not break 2200, it is going to be in a more positive condition for the intermediate term. If it were to go up and make us wrong about this analysis, it would have to get over 3,300 for that to happen. If it got over 3,300, we would reevaluate that. Right now, the odds favor significantly that it's moving to the downside. So that is how I constructed Ethereum, going from the nothing in there with just the chart to the looking at the cycle analysis in a very basic level, to putting in the actual cycle lines, to the final analysis, which gives us this sense that it is moving to the downside. Now let's compare this to Bitcoin, because what I've done is now laid this analysis over the Bitcoin analysis. If we look at Bitcoin, it's a little bit different in that the cycles don't quite lay out the same. But what's really interesting is, now you can see the Ethereum comparison is the green dash, That's this cycle right in here and coming down into this period in mid-March to early April. That aligns with the period of risk in Bitcoin also. Bitcoin's got a little different pattern right in here, and it's come down to some support. It may be able to get some kind of a bounce in here, but here is that period of risk, and you can see the Ethereum right in here, period of risk, Bitcoin right in here, and we think that Bitcoin's going to get down to that support level at around 30,000 at best case. They're coming out to that mid-March to early April period. If it's able to move down, which we expect, and not get that far to the downside, it will be more positive, and we will reevaluate that. If it gets over these levels in here, there'll be a little bit of a warning if it gets over 46,000 to 47,000, some pretty good resistance in there, but it really does not turn positive unless it gets over 52,000, way up over at that other resistance. So Ethereum lining up with the Bitcoin analysis in this period of risk suggests lower prices going all the way out into the mid-March to early April timeframe in what is a bearish scenario for both of these cryptocurrencies and really all cryptocurrencies. I feel like through my analysis, and I've shared that this is all just one big casino, and that it's only the speculators that are able to move it up with very little adoption. You can look at my past videos to see that. I don't want to get too far in that because I just brought you very agnostic analysis just based on the technicals that we look at. That is a look at cycle analysis in this mini tools for techs segment. Hope you really enjoyed that. This is a special for level 4 trials for first-time subs and upgrades. We're going to run this now for about another week, so this is the last chance you'll be able to get in this week these great prices. Level 4 gives you our annotated charts, our entire focus list live on the Thinkorswim platform. We create all that work on 84 symbols, the 84 best traded symbols of stocks, ETFs, and futures, and then you can load them on your Thinkorswim platform. You get all of our proprietary studies, the option bias indicator, market condition indicator, and grids with all of our best indicators on them in multiple time frames. You get the Thinkorswim Grid Archive, which shares all of our trade ideas and has our Slim Ribbon PO on there and our Reversal Scout. And you get to participate in the live events. These are free webinars where we talk about trade planning and best practices for utilizing our charts and studies. You get everything in levels 3, 2, and 1, and also our new Discord server where you could participate live. RV does what we call office hours several times a week, where he responds to questions, does analysis, teaches tons of stuff, and then we have lots of ways that you can interact on our Discord servers. All of that, our 3-month special for level 4, 35% off. It's $303.75. That's $101 and a quarter per month versus a regular $159 a month. This is for one time only on this special trial. You have to go to AskSlim.com. On the top of the main page is a link with that special offer. If you have questions or you need Matt to send you the link because there's some issue, write Matt at AskSlim.com. And there is more. Level 4 Plus. This is, again, for first-time subs and upgrades. This is limited space because this is very hands-on. Now, we only have 9 spots available right now, so you have to write to Matt to reserve it. Matt at AskSlim.com. You get to ask us for custom charts, any symbol that you're interested in, and we work on that for you and share that with you. You can do that up to 2 symbols per week, and you get daily and weekly chart analysis for the Thinkorswim platform. Our charts include all of our cycle analysis, all of our timing indicators, key levels and projections, and access to full uploadable archive of all of the level 4 requests from all of our level 4 members. So you get a massive amount of custom analysis for you to learn and, of course, for you to trade and invest. This is exclusive report from our Ask Slim team, and you can ask general questions around trading issues, trade planning, and chart analysis. And you get, of course, full access and all of the other member levels, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This special 3-month trial is 35% off again. It's normally $239 a month, but we're going to give it to you for an average of $355 a month. That's $465 for this 3-month period, and you're going to save 35% on that. Do reserve your spot today. As I said, there's only 9 spots available. We must limit it because of all of the hands-on work that we do with you. So any questions on that, write to matt@askslim.com. The Ask Slim new Discord server, as I said, is included, and this is an opportunity to learn and grow in a community of like-minded traders. You interact with Ask Slim team throughout the week, and as we review all of our ongoing trade ideas. And we also host open floor Q&As 3 times a week, which RV, who is a great analyst, runs. That really does a great job teaching all of our option strategies, trading psychology, and more. And the last part of this, a bonus that you get, is our level 4 and level 4 plus Ask Slim Market Monitor. You can use any watch list on this, and you get our proprietary indicators, and you upload those and create this market monitor, and you can see the condition of any of the symbols that you want to by creating your own watch list or using our watch list. It's exclusively built with our TOS proprietary studies and indicators. So you must use Thinkorswim, and of course, if you do become a Thinkorswim member using our link, that's TD Ameritrade, our preferred broker, then we do get credit for that. Please go to our site. You'll see there's a carousel. Scroll over to the right and open up an AskSlim.com. Through the AskSlim.com website, a Thinkorswim TD Ameritrade account, and we will get credit for that. Just click on anywhere in this big area, and it'll take you to our special refer link page, and we get credit. Please do open up a Thinkorswim TD Ameritrade account and become a level 4 member.